of English education.
So Salma, would you mind telling me when is the time you knew about Miss Marcella Frank?
Yeah, I got over from my lecturer, Mr. Saudi. He recommended to buy some book by Marcella Frank. You have one too, right?
Yes, I did actually. I bought her book because of him, but I also knew her since our first semester while I'm doing my assignment, grammar, and yeah, it helps me a lot indeed.
That's so cool. She's indeed now a ruler and educator.
Yeah.
She's known for her work in English grammar and conversation. What's really interesting is how to teach.
Exactly. She began her career quite a few decades ago. It's like 1960s, I guess, and she started making significant contribution in that year to the field of English education. How cool!
Nice. Where did she work?
Oh, she worked at Queen College, part of the City University of New York. It was there that she developed many of her teaching strategies and methods.
Ah, really? Good. Mrs. Marcella Frank's expertise in teaching English to the native speakers is indeed a highlight of her work. Do you agree that her work impacts the way English is taught today?
Well, of course, her work has had a lasting impact by shaping to the curriculum of many English programs around the world even. Educators still use her methods to teach grammar and conversation because they're just effective and practical.
Wow, that's impressive. Anyway, talking about her book, which books do you read the most?
The one that I read the most is actually the modern English, the one that practical guidance, because they're just so easy to understand for me.
Yeah, what special did she focus on that books?
Oh, well, she's focused on grammatical relevant for everyday use. So that's why it relates to me, like it's easy understanding because it's everyday using.
Yes.
And also, the other of her books is also easy to understand, isn't it?
Yes. Which books? You can mention the books.
Oh, okay. Maybe we can read in here. She have modern English for exercise for non-native speaker, and then writing from experience and historical development of ESL materials in the United States. And I think all of her books are really useful.
Yes, you're right, Iffah. You can find her books in most major libraries and bookstores.
Yeah.
There are also plenty of resources online that discuss her method and contribution that can help students like us to learn, right?
Right. It's so easy to access.
Yes.
Okay, talking about contribution, Salma. Miss Marcella Frank has made a significant contribution in language education. I have some lists in here of her teaching strategies, and I will say, I will read one of them: communicative language teaching. People always call it CLT. It encourages students to use language in real life context. So it's not just about grammar rules, it's about expressing and interacting themselves.
It is why the student truly acquire language skills, right?
Right, I agree.
Me too. For me, Marcella encourages learners to take charge of their learning, right?
Right. I mean, they can choose their own goals and choose the topics that they're passionate about and explore the language independently.
Yes, Marcella Frank's strategies align with creative competent language users rather than just memorizers.
Of course. Okay, I think that's for today's topic, Salma. And thank you guys for tuning on our podcast on Marcella Frank and her impact on English language education. And as we can conclude, there is a lot of author out there that has been exploring the language of the world of language to increase our education English world.
Yes, okay, and before we sign off, remember you can also find more about Marcella Frank and other authors in the website or social media channels, right?
Right, okay.
Okay, stay curious, keep learning, and until next time, this is Iffah and Salma
Signing off.